And communication can be a big, broad category. Yours isn't because you can't talk, because obviously you can talk, right? So there's different ways. It's just about how, like one of the things she just said is learning as you're communicating, not telling a 10-hour version of something, but tell that quick version. Because sometimes, and that's part of remember we talked about your autism spectrum disorder. Part of autism sometimes is kids want to give every detail. But sometimes you don't have to have every detail. You can make short details, and people can understand you just the same. So you do have communication needs, but you don't really have to have assistive technology like some kids really need it. You don't need that. You don't need nursing. You don't need personal care. These are for kids that would be much more involved than you. But at school, we do things in individual small group instruction. We check if you understand what's going on, obviously. We can read the assignments out loud, directions out loud, repeat the directions, extra time for assignments if you need it. If you need me to write something out, like we're doing the My Access, and comes that part where I give you a writing prompt, and at the My Access, you just have to tell me the answer and I write it. That way you're not worried about spelling. Modified assignments. You have adult support in here, Miss Tanya, myself, Mr. Jacob. Frequent breaks if we need to get up. You know us, brain gym people. A calculator can be an option, like when you take any kind of test, calculator's an option for you. And just strategic seating. What that means is putting you in the right place so you learn best for you. Because some people don't learn good from the back of a room. Some people really need to be right up front. You're pretty good, like when you're kind of in the middle, you're a learner that you kind of do well in the middle. I don't think you'd be a great learner being in the back of a room because you would be into everything that everyone's doing. You'd be watching everybody, and if...
It's just hard.
It is hard, but you know what? I personally learn best when I'm up front. But guess what? Sometimes I go in the back of the room because I just want people not to notice me. But I think some people work best. Like there's some people I have to be up front. I couldn't have certain people, like I can't give names, but some people have to be closer to me as they're learning because they wouldn't do well in the back. So that's called strategic seating, just making sure you're in the right place to make sure that you're getting it. Because you are an auditory and visual learner. Remember we talked about that the other day. When you learn, remember when that's one of the questions that was on our thing?
Yes.
Asked you how you thought you learned. And we checked all of them. Let me find that part. How you learn best. Right here. Seeing, small group, hearing, hands-on, assistive technology, one-on-one. You really like all of that, and that's awesome. So you can see it. Remember, that's why we're talking. He's having a hard time at the Lion King right now. Did they try the new thing last night? Did they take pictures yet for you?
No.
Okay, so he's struggling, and maybe even you and I, the three of us, can help. So he's struggling with
taking pictures.
Well, getting the right costume on at the right scene. So he has like several outfit changes. Some of them aren't major. Some might just be a hat that he wore once and he has to put it on again a few scenes later. So he Saturday was struggling because he had the wrong outfit on at the wrong scene. So when he's on stage, he's got that down pat. He knows his lines, he's got all that, but he's not necessarily getting the right thing. So I suggested, because he's very visual, taking pictures.
Yeah, that would be a great idea.
Of what he should be wearing at that point.
And putting them in order.
And putting them in order, and I suggest putting on Velcro that he could even take it and move it.
Yeah.
So he knows that he's done it, because he's very visual that way. So Ms. Harris, I know she was busy, but supposed to do that, so we need to find out about that today.
Yeah.
Because Friday's the first play.
Today?
Well, I'm not saying today you don't have practice. Do you have practice tonight? Do you practice every night?
She said.
Okay. So I'm hoping Ms. Harris.
Not tonight. Tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow. She said not tonight.
Okay.
Because we had to rush for our rehearsal.
You and me need to find Ms. Harris and get those pictures done today. She was going to take you down there. He's supposed to. I suggest all his stuff be in one box.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, all these little things, because he was kind of melting down a little bit Saturdays because he didn't have the right thing on and he didn't know what to put on. And so those were suggestions. I thought
Yeah,
those were
that's what I would suggest too.
Okay, so he liked the idea. So now we just got to get with Miss Harris today. Okay, let's see if we can find her.
Almost like a visual schedule.
Yeah, and if she can't do it, maybe I could take the pictures at least and send them to her. Go find your outfits, because I'm sure Miss Safieddine has it somewhere, okay? I want to accomplish that before tomorrow for you, all right? Because I don't want you to get on stage and think, oh man, I have the wrong outfit on.
Wrong outfit.
Even if you had the wrong outfit, guess what? Guess what?
What?
Even if you have the wrong outfit and you're on stage, should you melt down?
What? No.
Let it go, because guess what? There's people in the audience that don't have a clue. So it does not matter. I'm not saying it's not important to have the right outfit, but if you end up in the wrong outfit, Jordan, oh well, is what you need to say inside your head.
Yeah.
I'm out here saying my lines, singing your songs, whatever you're doing. No one's going to notice. It's not that big of a deal, is what I'm saying to you, if you don't end up in the right outfit, okay? Don't melt down. Oh well, in your head you need to say, oh well, life goes on, and just sing and do what you're doing, okay?
Okay.
All right. So that was their concern the other day. So again, on here, it starts here. We're going to be taking the My Access. It's coming up.
Oh yeah, when are you guys taking it?
We have to start NWA this week. I can start doing it whenever, but we have
This
to take
week,
both
like
together. So
either today, tomorrow,
we're going to do NWA first, the first part of Friday. I'm going to try and see if we can do Thursday and Friday.
Friday.
Well, it's Thursday and Friday. Get the math part done and the language arts and start focusing on My Access next
Did
week.
I give you
Alright.
space to take it? 'Cause
I'm going to use either Bright Futures room or I guess upstairs. Is it Miss Arietta's old room doesn't get used?
oh,
Am
no,
I
I don't
saying
think
the right
anyone's
one?
in there.
Nobody's
Okay.
in there.
That's what Miss Harris told me. So
Okay.
that's it. I just have to find. But my biggest thing is I don't want to be. I don't know how the 8th grade hallway is, or 7th grade, definitely not.
Oh.
I can't be somewhere where things are chaotic.
Yeah.
So I might choose to still use Bright Futures again because
Yeah.
that worked out for us last year because there was
Okay.
hardly anyone down there but the care kids at that point.
The-
Because the least amount of,
The EI
but I know they
is
are,
there.
but the care kids were out, but it wasn't as significant, I didn't think, as being in the middle of the 7th or 8th grade hallway because they're always out in the hallway.
Oh, okay.
It's-
Okay.
Constant.
Yeah, especially
train.
7th grade.
Yeah.
Beat the horn. So that's my only dilemma. But the other thing I use the 1 year now, Amy's not here much, right? Is she at the office next to you?
Yeah.
That could be an alternative.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Because I know the 1 year, you let me use it like on a Tuesday or Thursday. I used
Yeah.
yours, and I use the other.
She said she's coming this week on Thursday.
All right, so I probably won't. I'm not gonna start my access till next week, so
Yeah.
I could get her schedule and work around it. So
That's a lot of testing.
it is. It's too much. So you have to do 3 components. You're gonna do the language arts component. We're gonna do the mathematics component, and then the social studies. And the positive thing is, guess what? Next year, you don't have to do any of this again to your 11th grade.
Oh well.
The My Access, anyhow. Not in the
11th.
11th grade. So you'll have a little bit of a break.
Oh.
All right, so the next page is goals. So this is going to be Miss A's goal for you. Goals.
Yes. So we want to keep working on those social skills. And we want to work on just displaying appropriate social interactions through the use of social cues, social stories, and visual props. So we'll be doing those things, Jordan. So when you do get the pictures of the costumes, that will be an example of like a visual prop to keep you on task, okay?
Okay.
Second thing is using those problem-solving skills and coping skills, like what we talked about when you start to feel really emotional and frustrated, using breathing, asking for a break, or some water. Whichever coping skills you feel comfortable with, we want to keep practicing that when you feel emotional, okay?
All right.
And the last thing, the big one, is demonstrating appropriate skills of knowing when and how to ask for help. So it's that word that starts with an A. What's what Ms. Littlefield said earlier. It starts with A.
Advocate.
Yes. So we want to keep practicing that. We want to keep practicing that because when you get to high school, it's going to be a little bit different from how it is here. So they're going to expect you to be a little bit more independent. So we want to keep practicing advocating for yourself or when you need help, okay?
You're saying high school is probably a little harder to keep focused with.
It's just more. There's things that are more challenging emotionally sometimes,
Yeah.
and can be stressful. High school it's a different environment, and you know what? It's better in some ways because to me, high school kids have matured. Because we have immature kids in this building. Okay, really, right? Middle school kids are immature, but it just becomes more challenging because your job now is you're getting ready for the real world, for your adult life.
Yeah, it's way more different because I've been a lot of change in life.
Believe me.
But in 5th grade, that was easy. I was gonna be easy to be so upset. Remember that one day, Arthur, I was easily gonna cry and all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I did handle that one thing. Remember me and Matthew? One day we were starting to fight, and I was trying to tell Jermaine and Aaron. He was trying to bother them, and I completely stand up for myself and tell them to stop, Matthew, please.
Yep.
Let them be. They're trying to do their work.
You were advocating back
Uh-huh.
then. Yeah.
And he just grabbed on me, but I'm trying to get his hands off of me and
Oh, I remember.
swash.
Yes. But you've grown now, haven't you? Because that's where now your words have gotten stronger. So when you're an advocate
Yeah.
for yourself, that's when if someone's bothering you, can say, leave me alone, please. Like learning to be loud, because don't I try to teach your kids that?
Yes.
Shoot, people will look over and say, who's bothering that kid? Right? Right?
Embarrassing.
Well, it is, I do say that, yeah. It is embarrassing, but you know, some people need to be embarrassed like that. But that's when you're advocating for yourself. Don't let people take advantage of you. No way, Jose.
No.
All right? But you have to learn to advocate for yourself. Sometimes it means I gotta learn how to step back and not be emotional. Not that my emotions get in the way, okay? And I'm kind of adding that because I can't believe I didn't here. I'm adding that here. You have a tendency to get caught up with emotional things, I put, which leads you not to advocate. You can advocate for yourself. Even if you're upset by something, you could say, you know what, to your teacher, can I have like 5 minutes? I just need a break. That's advocating for yourself because you know you're kind of heading here in the wrong direction. Say, can I step in the hallway for a minute? That's advocating for yourself. You see what I'm saying? Because sometimes as adults we do, you kids just don't know it. I mean, so Miss Tiny, I really need to go use the restroom right now. It might be not because I really have to go to the bathroom, but it might be because I need to get myself together. Maybe something else is going on. You see? That's advocating for myself. Everyone doesn't need to know your business, right? You don't need to say, excuse me, everyone, I'm about ready to melt down, so I'm going to go in the hallway, okay? Do they need to know that?
No.
Right?
No.
So you can say, if it's Miss So, excuse me, can I go get a drink? She might not even need to know at that point. You're just thinking, I'm going to go get some breaths in. Maybe going in the bathroom, sitting on the toilet for a second might be a good thing. That's where people do their best reading, on the toilet. Did you know that?
I know that.
Don't do that in the bathroom, start going.
No.
So does that make sense what she's saying? So she is saying basically what I've been telling us about being an advocate. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right, so the next one, well, why don't you want to do yours? I can just come in
Yeah,
tonight.
so remember last year I gave you 4 objectives I wanted you to do. This year I'm only giving you 2. Okay?
4?
So
You gave me 4.
I gave you 4 last time. I'm only giving you 2.
2. Easy. Right.
They're important ones and they go together. So I want you to summarize the main idea in your own words. So before your goal was just to tell me what the main idea was. This time I want you to take it and put it in your own words, not just repeating word for word what was in the story. And then secondly, I want you to identify the details that support the main idea. So instead of just telling me random details from the story, say, okay, well this, and this, and it ties back to the main idea this way. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So kind of bringing it all together and putting it in your own words. Okay.
And so that goes, I'm sorry, look, I'm trying to finish adding what I have.
Oh, Miss Sophia, one question.
Yes.
Are you doing this for have you done this, are you going to do it for the rest of us, like for the rest of our 8th graders, like 7 of us? Like me,
do our own little thing?
like
Oh,
me,
yeah.
Timothy,
We're doing a special
TJ,
thing, yep.
like, are you going to do it with Timothy, TJ, Desiree, Charlie,
Yep.
Jermaine? Are you going to do it with them too?
Do like have a
Like
special.
I.E.P?
Oh, yep.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
everybody
Everyone
has.
has their own IEP. Yep. Everyone's date is different. Not everyone has the same
Yeah.
date.
So I'm the first one, or no?
Some people
no,
we've already met
done
for.
some. Yeah, we've already done some. So you're kind of in the middle of the 7.
Middle?
Yep.
Yeah,
yep,
we've done
yep.
Timothy.
So I'm a
Timothy,
4?
Desiree.
Desiree.
Actually, Charlie was a while ago.
Yeah.
TJ.
Yeah,
So
we've done
4. So it's
TJ.
you. I have you.
What about Matthew?
Matthew I still have to do, and I have to do Jermaine, and then I have my 7 done.
Okay.
Yep. And I'm hoping. So here's the thing. I'm hoping that you 7 are going to have an opportunity to go to the high school just to see what the high school looks like, even if it's after school one day.
Okay.
I'm trying really hard to get it set up. I have no control
like
over high
one
school
day,
stuff.
well, like
Maybe during the day, or maybe just in the evening when no one's there. Sometimes to me, what's less stressful is going to a building where the kids aren't in class and you can see the building. That's what my own boys did at their high school.
Alright.
So I'm trying to get that arranged. I have a meeting with the adults just talking about kids coming up in May 11th after school. So we'll get it all worked out maybe.
All right.
You have good questions, Jordan. All right, so I want to continue to work on like your fluency. So when you're reading, when you read out loud,